Hi guys, welcome to Modish Social Connections. We have a very special guest with us today. I'll just take. Hi everyone. Hello Ravindra Arora ji. Namaste Kajal Malhotra ji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi Dhruv, how are you?
Hi Karishma, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Are you excited for the session today?
Yes, I'm very excited.
All right. So in the past, what we were usually doing was we were bringing out people, who were talking about health related stuff and, things that could help the patients and the people who are stuck at home during COVID times.
Right.
So today we decided to go a little offbeat and we decided to get you on board. So first of all, I'd like to thank you so much for coming and agreeing for this session.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and calling me for this. I'm looking forward to this.
The pleasure is all mine. All right, so let's just begin the session without further ado.
Okay.
We'd like to know a little bit more about you, like what exactly do you do, and how did you know? Can you just take us through your journey into the world of music?
Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of a synopsis or a gist of how it started. So
Yeah.
I'm actually from Delhi,
Okay.
and I belong to a business family. We used to manufacture radiators in Delhi,
All right. All
but I
right.
was always very interested in music and keyboards.
All right.
So that developed a very keen interest in playing the piano.
Okay.
But I never learned any music from anybody. And while I was very passionate in the school band and everything, and we used to play for all these competitions and stuff, it's
Yeah.
just that after school I realized that the music direction or the prospect of being a musician is over
Okay.
because I used to feel कि हो गया अभी school में था. I used to love playing music. Now, like any other good boy, I need to go get into a management course and go to my dad's office.
All right.
And
All right.
I also enrolled myself in IILM for a bachelor's
Okay.
degree.
All right.
Yeah, and while I was in college, I actually got a call from Palash from Euphoria.
Okay. Yeah. That time he was like at the peak of their career, right?
Yeah,
Euphoria.
yeah, yeah. In fact, their Dhoom
Yeah.
Pichak had just released, and
Okay.
Mairi was supposed to release. So it was right
All
there
right.
when they were becoming the next big thing, also. And Polly called me and he said, "Why don't you come and get your keyboard and let's jam? Let's do something together." And for me,
Yeah.
that was like a wonderful, wonderful call. You know, being called by such a big professional
Obviously.
band.
Yeah.
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 So we played a little
Totally
with
understand.
Euphoria, and then he said, "Okay, I want you to come and play for the band." And we used to play for these live shows everywhere in India and abroad. And
Yeah.
so I remember telling my father this then that that this is what I really want to do. It's making me very happy. The entire exposure to music versus coming to office is more meaningful for me. So
All
my
right.
dad was very supportive in the time because I'll
Okay.
be honest with you, I meet a lot of people who want to
Yeah.
be musicians or artists or anything which is offbeat, which does not which has no relevance to a security or a job or. But a lot of parents and a lot of people don't uh, um, let their children develop that freedom of being able to pursue or
Exactly.
follow a passion. So I
Exactly.
was lucky. My dad said, "Okay, if this is what you want to do, I'm not going to stop you, but just make sure you don't waste your time and be sincere and honest in what you do."
Yeah.
And then I went to study music in America.
Okay. So you
Wanted to
studied.
learn. I did, yes. So 1 year, I wanted to learn professional composition, how music
All
is
right.
actually made, how music is put together. When you listen to a song, why is something that sounds good, and why does something linger on and register further or more than normal songs? So that was a great experience. I was in California for a year
Okay.
in a place called Musicians Institute, MI.
All right.
And I came back from there, and I was lucky enough to meet the director for Khosla Ka Ghosla. And
Okay. So that
he's
was your first break.
that was my first professional Bollywood break, yes.
Yeah.
And then we used to jam together, and we came up with that song "Duniya Ut Patanga Chak De Patte." And then I
Yeah.
moved to Bombay, and yeah, so that is how it started, from
So
school
like,
to college to.
was it like, were you like scared for not taking the, family business path, or was it just like you can anyways join it back if things don't work out in the music industry?
No, I was too busy playing music. I didn't really even think about it. I was so happy doing what I was doing that it didn't occur to me. And
Okay.
my dad probably realized this as well. He says, I don't think he's going to come back and join the business now because the frame of mind was set in a very creative, free sort of a direction.
Okay.
And I, I did not want to come back and say, okay, let me do this for a bit and then I will go back to that. Because I think once you're an artist, you just are an artist. You can't switch off.
That's
You
true.
can't
That's
say
true.
that I'm an artist from 9 to 5 and then I'm going to go back to my corporate life.
Exactly.
It doesn't work like that. I think an artist wakes up as an artist and goes to bed as an artist.
Exactly.
So I didn't want to be in a situation where I'm going to go back. My father realized that also. And
So
when
luckily
Khosla Ka
things
Ghosla
worked out
happened,
well for you. And doing a song like Chak De Fate from Khosla Ka Ghosla, which I'm sure it was a big hit and everyone loves the song.
right.
So
So I
how
was
did it
lucky that
feel?
song
How
did
did
well.
you feel that your first song composition was such a big hit and accepted by the audiences?
So,
What was the
I
feeling?
wasn't really ready for it. I
Okay.
was 24, 25 years old when the song released. If you enter Bollywood, it's a big deal. If you
Yeah.
get a movie, it's a bigger deal. If your movie releases, it's a massive deal. And if your song
Yeah.
or a project does well, it's incredible. Then God is very happy with you. Because there are so many ifs and buts before a project actually releases or gets to see the light of day. And if it does well after that, then it's a blessing.
All
So,
right.
I really wasn't prepared mentally to handle it. I didn't know how to react to success or your project doing well. But I think the best thing that happened to me was that after that, I immediately got Oi Lucky.
Oh,
So,
lucky, lucky girl. So you were
yes,
lucky there.
I also started doing background scores with that film. I was very interested in themes and how movies have a score. They have a
Yeah.
melody, they have a theme. So I was very
You
interested in
did the
those
whole
things.
music for the whole movie. How does it happen? Like, are songs divided, or you do it for the whole movie?
So you see, songs are a different aspect in a film. And then there's another aspect which is called the background score. Like, say, for example, if you remember the Titanic.
Yeah.
So, so this is the theme of the film. So I was very
Yeah.
interested how themes are made, how people are making themes, and that theme becomes a part of the film, which is the background score. Here we call it the
That's
background
true.
score, but in Hollywood it is called the music because there are no songs there.
Yeah, yeah. They don't have individual
Right.
songs.
So there are
So
two
they just
aspects
have
to
the theme
filmmaking.
which depicts their movie.
Right. So I was
You
very
did the
interested in
theme for Oi Lucky.
it's a very big canvas when you want to paint a film with sound. It becomes
Yeah.
very interesting when you're doing themes and you're watching the movie in front of you and you want to play the piano or the strings. That's very interesting. That's something that I really, really like.
That's
So
very
songs,
interesting to know.
yeah. So in Oi Lucky, my director told me um, to start working on a score as well as the song. So I did one song for the film, which was Jugni.
Okay. And which song was that?
जुगनी it was हाँ मैं जुगनी दा सजना जुगनी हो मैनू कल्ला
Oh,
छड़
yes.
के जांदी है पर
So
बाजा
you're more
मारदा
inclined towards the Punjabi-ish music? Is that the thing coming from Delhi?
not really. I think people relate that to me because of Chak De Phatte, but also inherently as a Punjabi, the
Okay.
only thing that I remember for celebrations would be a dhol. The dhol is such a
Okay.
powerful instrument that just the dhol playing and people will start dancing or moving to it. So I think that while growing up is a very inherent part of your thinking process. But I was exposed to a lot of music. Yeah, I've listened to everything: English, trance, techno, rock, pop, jazz, everything.
Okay. So what
But
is like your just a second.
let her
What
also
is
come on the let her also enjoy the video.
no. No, no. Actually, she won't let me talk also. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, coming back to the discussion. So Jugni was what you did. So then what is the other kind of music? Because I was just listening to the Jai Bharat song that you've recently done, and it's impeccable. It's really nice. I've shared it on the Modish story as well, and the music is
Thank you.
quite nice.
Thank
Yeah, so
thank
it
you.
looks quite deep and quite nice.
I think
So
it
are you
comes under
like
the
into small?
inspiration.
Are you like
It
into
comes under the
slow songs as
inspiration
well?
category of music. Yeah, like
Yeah.
an anthem, like a theme, like the national anthem. We have that very inspirational feel of the song. So that is what we wanted to create, where people feel a little bit charged, a little more happy. Some sort
Yeah.
of a positive energy.
Exactly. So your songs obviously emit a lot of positive energy. I've been going through everything that you've done. And coming to the next question, how did you enter into Bollywood? Like you told us that you got contacted for Chak De Fatte. So how was it that it happened? Like did you post something online or how did things go at that point of time?
So, I came back from America and I didn't really know what else was going to happen or how things are going to move. I wasn't particularly looking to get into Bollywood also. It's not like I had a plan to go to Bombay and meet people or anything like that. This happened in Delhi because
Yeah.
they were shooting the movie in Delhi.
All right.
And I happened to meet the assistant director of the film at a party, just randomly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and her name is Mahima, and she had also come from LA, from film school, and so we got talking about
So
movies
you
and music
connected
randomly.
for common topics. Yeah.
Just randomly, yeah. Just met her randomly at a place and started talking. And she said, "Listen, I'm assistant directing for a film. Would you like to meet my director?" I said, "Yeah, of course." She
Yeah.
said that you may not get paid for it. I said, "That's fine. As long as there's music, it's fine. I
As
don't
long as
really
you were
care."
getting a break. Yeah.
I wasn't, no, it wasn't even a break. She said
Hmm.
that we just want some demo music, like some basic music from you, just to present the film to the producer or to the
Okay.
channel. So
All
it
right.
wasn't even a break at that time.
Okay.
And I met the director and Dibakar, his name was Dibakar Banerjee.
Debakar Banerjee. Okay.
Yeah, and he told me that, listen, I need one Punjabi song from you. And I
Okay.
think being a Delhi boy, I think you'll be able to pull it off. But I was a little scared. I said, यार पता नहीं पंजाबी गाना मैंने कभी बॉलीवुड में बनाया नहीं म्यूजिक. I don't know how the rules are. I don't know how things are made, where to go, what not to do. He said, don't worry,
Exactly.
I'll bring you to Bombay. And
Yeah.
what happens is once you have a song ready, then there is a process called music production, which happens that you bring your song, you call people who know their job. So the drums are added, the dhols are added, the pianos are added, and it becomes a proper song.
So
So
is it that you
that
get the lyrics first, or you create the music first, or how does it work out?
for Chak De Phatte, we had come up with a tune first.
Okay.
Like
All right.
what we were doing was, I'll show you. For example, this is what I was doing with him and
Yeah.
with my director. So this is what we had,
Okay.
and
So you
and
created the
this
music uh,
just
like
the
without any
tune,
lyrics.
just the tune,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And this tune we were humming, and he said, "Okay, I like this tune. Let's see what you can do to it." So we
Yeah.
sort of put it together with some beats or some dhols and things, and then we sent it to the film writer Jaideep Sahani,
Okay.
and he wrote the words back on an email we saw. "ए दुनिया उठ पटांगा कितने हंसते कितने टांगा रात को पड़ी
Yeah.
रहंदी." So then we put it on the song, and then we said, "Okay, let's see how that works," and then it
But
worked.
that's so interesting. Like so many people come together into creation of a single song that once we listen to it, we don't realize that it's a hard work and a teamwork basically.
It's a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of
Yeah, there's
time.
a lot
It
of
takes
hard
a
work.
sometimes it can take up to a year or two to make a soundtrack, and then people will listen to it in 5 minutes and say good or bad. It's gone
Yeah,
out
exactly.
of the window.
Exactly.
So
But you've done some really, really good songs. Like we all love these two songs that we've spoken about. So, which is your favorite composition till date?
my own favorite composition.
Yes, or if you can just play it for us.
I don't think I have any favorites that I have done myself. It's
So something that's special to you, like
you
close
see,
to
the
your
thing
heart.
is that in the industry that I work in, there are
Yeah.
so many talented people who do so much better with their craft that it'll be very silly for me to say that this is my own favorite song. I always like other people's music, always.
Okay. So if you can just play a little bit of something special close to your heart, or maybe your first composition.
Okay, I won't play you my own. I'll play you something that I really love to play, and this
Yes, yes,
is
that would be
from
great.
the greatest music composer as far as music goes. But I won't tell you the
But
name. I'll just let you guess.
I am really bad at it.
जाने लगा जाने ना वो है जहाँ मेरी जिंदगी इतनी खफा नहीं जाने ना कहाँ जाने ना वो है जहाँ मेरी जिंदगी इतनी खफा नहीं जाने ना कहाँ जाने ना वो है जहाँ मेरी जिंदगी इतनी खफा
Yeah, clapping. Very nice.
Thank you.
That's a very nice song. Yeah, that's
I love
actually a
this
very
song.
nice
Yeah,
song. So who's the music director? I'm sorry, I don't know. So
A.R.
that's
Rahman.
like another question that I have in mind. But can you please tell me who's the music composer?
For this song, A.R. Rahman.
A.R. Rahman, imagine. Yeah. So, like, coming to that, do you think for a particular song, it's only the singers who take the limelight and the other people who are behind the whole hard work don't get the actual recognition? That
Mostly
happens?
yes. Mostly
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Unless the
because if you
music
ask me, I
composer,
didn't know A.R. Rahman. Yeah.
unless the music composer is also big enough, like Preetham, everybody would know it's a Preetham song. But you know how an actor is for a film, it
Yeah.
becomes the actor's film. It is the singer for a song. So the singer becomes the face of the song.
Exactly. Exactly. So that happens, right?
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
happens. It
But
happens. But that's
it's
okay. That's
obviously.
okay.
So are you like a die-hard A.R. Rahman fan because your Instagram posts are also about songs by.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. He's a purist. You know,
Yeah.
he's Allah ka banda in the true sense of the word. Like he's a Sufi man who is in his own world, and there is only purity and music from him that you can expect. I don't think he knows the ways of the world or even cares. He's just born and blessed with immense talent, and when he plays music, it actually feels like God has bestowed upon this talent to him. He's a purist.
Yeah,
He's
that's
actually a
true.
purist.
Actually, that's actually evident in the songs that he creates as well.
Yeah.
So, coming to a question that we have, which is also a question that I had.
Okay.
I'll just quickly. Wait a minute. Mr. Virendra is asking, so did you face any problems in Bollywood or do you have any blessings of any godfather there? Like, these days the conversation is all about Bollywood and, having godfathers and not getting enough opportunities in being an outsider.
You see, I have no connections in Bollywood with anybody.
Yeah.
Neither did my
Yeah.
family. Neither did my family. Like, so there was no recommendation made, and there were no phone calls made, and there was nothing. I'll tell you, I think what happens, I strongly believe, is that destiny plays a very important role
Exactly.
in
Exactly.
your
That's
life. It is not about being an outsider or being an insider, because everybody who's done something worthwhile in Bollywood was at some time an outsider. You know,
exactly.
everybody has come from out there only. Na? There was nobody who started Bollywood. People came from outside to start Bollywood.
Exactly.
So it's not like it's a legacy war or something. A lot of people who come from big filmy families or big names have not been able to make too much of a mark for themselves also. So
Yeah,
it
that's true.
helps you to get you a platform. I agree on that. If you're
Yeah,
a part of the industry and you're an insider, you might get a film, you might get a project on
yeah,
recommendation. But if that project does not do well or people do not like your work, then there's nothing that you can do
exactly.
to so the projects won't keep coming just because you're somebody's son or somebody's connection. If you haven't been able to deliver, so it doesn't matter if you're an insider or an outsider, it gets easier for an insider to get a film or to get a
So
project.
the struggle is a little less, that is to enter,
It's
otherwise the
less.
talent speaks for their own, for its own
But
self.
if you're not being able to pull it off on your own, then it doesn't matter whose son you are.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. So the passion and the drive, and I think it's better to be an outsider. It's better to not know too many people. It's better to
Really?
not know too many rules because you
Okay.
can break them. Because you can
Exactly.
break them. And if you start breaking rules, it there's a little bit of a push that comes because you don't know how the system works. So whatever you know is because of your own character or persona. So you don't really care how something works. I think it's better to be an outsider than an insider.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay. So the recent allegations that are being that been doing rounds that industry isn't very outsider friendly. So did you have to personally face any such difficulties that you didn't have any anyone supporting you or maybe vouching for you?
Somewhere I don't think it trickles so much with the music industry per se. But what
Okay.
does happen is that certain singers become favorites with music labels
Yeah.
and music companies. So they always prefer to work with the same set of people because A, they get known, B, they get shows, they probably generate more money than the others. They're popular
Exactly.
singers. But that doesn't mean that the younger lot or the newer lot does not or should not get a chance.
Exactly.
Especially now because it doesn't matter if you're a part of a music label or not. You can become a sensation on YouTube. You can record a song, put it on
Exactly.
YouTube.
Now people have 100 options. Earlier they weren't,
Exactly.
but yeah.
So and once you become successful on your own, even outside Bollywood, then Bollywood people start coming after
Approaching you.
you for a project. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
don't think there are
that's
any
true.
rules to it anymore.
So it's more like a destiny playing its role than anything else,
You see,
along
I
with the
think
talent,
I
of
always
course.
wanted to be a musician. I
Yeah.
never wanted to be a musician in Bollywood. I just wanted to be a
Okay.
musician. So it doesn't
Okay.
matter if I'm a part of the film industry or not because I'll always be a musician. And that is
That's
what
true.
makes me happy.
That's
Yeah.
actually very well put.
Yeah.
So it's a part of you. It's a part of what defines you as a person.
Yeah, I mean, just because somebody in Bollywood doesn't like my music won't stop me from playing music because that's what I do. I play music. And
Exactly.
first I have to sound a little selfish and make myself happy because that's what music does. No? It gives you peace and happiness. So I do
Exactly.
that for
That's
myself first. And then if somebody likes my work, it's fine. If somebody doesn't, even that's okay. That's life.
that's actually a very positive approach towards things, and it's so nice to speak to you about it. So because we've been reading so much negativity around Bollywood, everyone has formed like a hatred in their minds for the whole Bollywood, which I'm not sure is right or wrong, but
No,
obviously it's good to hear certain
it is
positive
partly
things.
correct as well because what happens is that there are always camps. And I don't think it's
But
only
that's in
restricted
every
to Bollywood.
industry, right?
It's not just all about Bollywood. This happens, I think, all over the world in any
Yeah.
industry. So
Yeah.
once you start messing or interfering with the high and mighty, you get pushed or bullied a little. That happens everywhere. That
Okay.
happens everywhere. And the idea is to just do your thing. Yeah, I mean, Shah Rukh Khan came from nowhere and see where he is. You
Exactly.
know, so it
So
doesn't.
you
You
need to have
Akshay
everything
Kumar.
working for you.
Yeah, exactly. So just put your head down and work. Do what makes you happy, and things will fall in place.
So would you like to say like talent will find its way no matter sooner or later?
Not
Will you
only
believe?
talent, not only talent. There are so you see there are four things that you need to be that you need to have to be successful
Yeah.
in anything, not just music or not just
Yeah.
Bollywood. I think it's talent, attitude, hard work, and luck. So,
Exactly.
as human beings, we have two things in our control, which
Yeah.
is attitude and hard work. Talent and luck is God given.
Talent and luck is God given. Actually.
So, you can only control so many things in your life, and the rest you have to leave to God.
That's true. That's actually very true. So, can you play like another good, nice track for us? Uh,
Okay, let me see if I can play the piano. I don't know, you can't really see me play the piano, but you can hear it, no?
so we can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. So, this is for my elder brother, big brother, Palash
Okay. All right.
from Euphoria.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go. बिंदिया लगा के तो कांपती थी पलकें माही चुन्निया सजा के वो देती वादे करके माही मेरे हाथों में था उसका भी चाशनी सी मायरी आप ही हंसदी मायरी आप ही रोंदी मायरी याद वो आए गल्ला कर मायरी अखा नाल लड़दी अब क्या करूं कहां से कहूं हे मायरी अब क्या करूं कहां से कहूं हे मायरी
Very nice. So, is it like important to know how to sing also if you want to be a music
No, I'm
composer?
not a singer. You see, but what happens is when your singers come to sing, you need to
Yeah.
tell them how to sing and what to sing, so you get a bit of an idea as a singer. But
Okay. So you won't
and those
classify
guys
yourself.
are they're well trained, classically trained, been singing on stage for so many years. It definitely improves your voice. I'm not much of a singer. I don't even look after my voice or practice. But I like to
Okay.
strum and just play. You know, it makes me happy just to be on the mic and just to play. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to sound perfect.
No, but you were quite good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to know because mostly, okay, so it's because you have to tell the singers how to sing and how to go about it. So that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah. You have to understand how the singer is singing, how he's pronouncing the words, what is the
Okay.
emotion behind the lines that he's singing. So these little things you have to understand. You have to play the song in your head before you tell the singer on how to sing.
That's true. So, like Palash, Sen, and all, like you are all friends, and how does it work? Like, how did you get in touch with them?
I think I was playing the piano for a inter-school competition when I was in class 12th,
Okay.
and Palash was the judge at the time.
Okay. All right.
And then he called me, he met me backstage and took my number down, and then a year or so later he gave me a call and he says, come to my house and let's play some music.
So you've done music for his songs also?
I've played, yeah, I used to play live with Euphoria, but not for the studio recordings, no.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So haven't really heard him like in so long. I'm not sure if Euphoria has been singing anymore. I'm not sure.
So yeah, actually they've been singing their own songs for a while, but they keep releasing something or the other. So I follow Palash on social
Okay.
media. I follow his work a lot.
Okay.
And in 15, 18, 20 years, he hasn't lost his energy. He hasn't lost his mojo. He's still cool. You know, he still looks young and fresh. And because again, he's an artist, Dil se, na? So he
That's
has
good.
that vibe about him. Yeah, yeah.
That's good. Okay, so coming to the next set of questions, can you briefly take us through the process of music production? How does it happen? Like the lyrics come first, or you put in the music, and then How does it work?
You see, it could be anything. You can find inspiration in any idea anywhere. It could be a drum, it could be the piano, it could be a lyric, it could be a
Yeah.
word. And once something registers in the head, I think you start developing it. So there is no rule that first the lyrics are made and then the melody is made. Usually, it's a jugalbandi between the music composer and the lyrics writer. They
Okay.
come together and then they decide how the words and the tune should follow together. Because if it's flawless, like you don't understand if the tune is better or the melody is better, then it's a good song.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So obviously, there's a lot of things that go into it. So for aspiring music artists, do they need to know how to play all the instruments if they want to become a music director, or having the knowledge of a few instruments works for them? And how important is like professional training for them?
Professional training is very important, very, very important. Also, what happens in music production, like I produce my own music, which means I'm very familiar with softwares, very familiar with DAWs, which are music making softwares for the computer. So for me to make music or put music together, I need to understand how every instrument sounds and what it can do. So if
Yeah.
I'm recording the drums, I need to understand the dynamics of a drummer. If I'm recording the piano, I need to understand how a pianist or a piano sounds. So it's
Yeah.
very important for you to understand that what every instrument is capable of doing.
Yeah.
You see, a flute can't sound like a saxophone, so you have to know the difference.
Exactly. So when you studied in US, did they tell you about all these instruments, like how they sound, and are you like exposed to all the instruments?
No, so because I was a keyboard player, I used to have all these instruments on my machine. So I would keep playing with them on my own, like if it's a piano, or if it's a drum, or if it's a bass, or if it's a string. So I would experiment a lot and understand how music is actually put together with all these instruments. And
Okay.
it's important to understand the limitation and the expression of every instrument. That knowledge you should have as a music composer. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to produce music, that's fine, because there are many, many producers who will help you. But it is,
Okay. So it's important and it's imperative for people to know and have the knowledge of all the instruments.
yes, you should have a knowledge of your instrument first, and then
Yeah.
how other instruments are played. So it's important to actually come from a band. Because once you're playing music in a band, you can understand what the drummer is doing, what the bass is doing, what everybody else is doing. It helps. It definitely helps.
I have a few people asking me to sing. I'm not sure if you know, but I love to sing
Of
as
course,
well.
I know. I know you're a damn good singer. Yeah, come on, let's have you sing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let's.
didn't
I'm
get
gonna give
to.
you a song also.
Which one?
Come on, let's see. I'm sure you know this. Come on.
हम हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से जी भर के दे लीजिए हमको करीब से
Very nice.
फिर आपके नसीब में ये रात हो ना हो फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो ना हो लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो ना हो फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो ना हो
Very nice.
लग जा गले से I wasn't really prepared.
What will happen now is we'll forget about the interview and you'll just keep playing.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I wasn't prepared. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah.
No, you sound very good. In fact, if you're in
Yeah.
Bombay, please let me know. We'll come down to the studio. I'll give you the mic and let's see
I
what we
would
can do
love
together.
that. I
Yeah, it'll be
really want to
fun.
record a song like for my own happiness. I want to do it someday. So
Whenever you're in
I'll
Bombay,
surely
whenever you're
get
in
in touch
Bombay,
with
for
you.
sure.
Yeah.
Whenever you say.
Thank you so much. So, coming to the next question, what are your tips for the aspiring artists all over? Like, how can they make a mark? What would be the one takeaway that they can get from you?
You see, there's not just one thing. It's it's a polishing aspect about everything that you do in life. So when you start making music now, and you think you're doing a really good job, but you're really not.
Yeah.
It's a building block to something which will lead to a good production or a good song. So
Yeah.
keep making good those bad songs, because those bad songs will lead to a good song someday. So
That's true.
basically, keep practicing and can keep playing your instrument, keep singing, because you'll get better. And when you get better, you can tell that, oh, I used to do this differently, and I'm now doing it differently. And that
Yeah, that
realization will
happens.
help you grow. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
the
I
only thing
know
that
that
you can
I
do is
need to practice more. So it's internally everyone knows how they need to go forward with it. With
listen
each
to every
song
sort
that
of
you
music
choose.
there is. Yeah, just don't restrict yourself to something that you know. There is so much more to know and listen to and learn from. That is
Yeah.
incredible. It's incredible the kind of knowledge and information we have today. Just listen to anybody. Just YouTube an artist and listen to him for hours. Just let him just absorb people, absorb their music.
Yeah, I love listening to songs as well. So like this is my own personal question from you. So if I want to like sing professionally in future, so do I need to learn how to play a guitar or something, or how does it
No,
happen? Can I? It's not
no, you
very
don't need to know
required.
how to play an instrument, but you definitely need to know your tempo and your scale, basically your notes. So sur और ताल जिसे कहते हैं. Like you need to know when the beat starts.